Hello there again. So, this time we're not really going to talk about something really new. We're just going to talk about a bit of refinement for a scenario. There are some things that are pretty nice to know about. The first thing is the facing of your characters. For example, as you've probably seen, all the characters always face to the right, and I believe that's the default facing direction. But you can change the way that characters face by using either face left or face right. Uh, this is where it becomes a bit more tricky because it's also an add statement. So you want to write it after add, but you already have left. So what really do you do? Well, you do a comma and face left. You can also, if we just do face left, show Greg at face right. So you can use multiple add statements, but I only recommend, unless you're really advanced, that you either use face left and or the position of the character. If we try to save this, you're going to be able to see. Come on. Just want to see it's at they moved. You can see they kind of chose a different direction to face while they moved. And he faces right again. So that way you can kind of focus on who is talking to who instead of everyone just looking one direction. It looks kind of weird. So be sure to use face right and face left at your discretion. Another thing is the pause command. Pause for 5. Let's say 5 here. This does what you expect. It pauses for 5 seconds. That's it. You can use it to make suspenseful moments or however you want to use it. I just have to, it was before hello. See, it pauses. I'm not clicking anything. It did that on its own. So yeah, you can do pauses. Another thing is if you want to kind of have the text display in a certain way, for example, you want it to be in italic, you want it to be strike through, you want it to be bold, you want it to be in quotation marks, you can use curly brackets. I could just use it here. So if we want italic, we use curly brackets, I. And if we only want he in italic, we end it like this. So he is going to be in italic. I is short for italic. It's usually the letter in the start of the word that's important. And if we want strike through, we can do S. If we want bold, we can do B. This takes some time. And if we want in quotation marks, we use Q. And you can use it, obviously, choose multiple words to put into quotation marks or to bold, but you can also combine them. So if we want a bold quotation mark, am I doing it right? Italic. You can do it like this too. Now it's important that if you do multiple ones, that you do it in the right, that you enter it in the right order, because else it's gonna screw up your code. So first, the one we had ended with is I, so I comes first. Q comes second. That's not a 7. That's this one, and then B at the end. So this text is gonna look really fucking fancy. You're gonna see it. Oh, there we go. Now look at this. Isn't that just beautiful? You can see it's italic, strike through, bold, in quotation marks, and then in quotation marks, bold and strike through. So you can kind of customize your text this way. It's really, it's up to you what you want to do. I think the think text box automatically does it in italic. I believe I can figure this out myself right now, that if you write the text box think in italic, that it returns it in regular text. We can figure that out right now. You learn something new when you experiment. Ah, no, it doesn't. Well, it's forced italic, so yeah, we can just delete that. Either way, it's a pretty short video about a few stuff you can make. And yeah, that's it for this one. See you in the next one.